If it happens in wrestling, it happens here. This is the Superkick Society. Welcome in and welcome all to this week's episode of the Superkick Society. I'm your host, Cam Sterling, joined by the exuberant Josh Alderman. And Josh, we slowed down a little bit from Revolution, but we still have a lot to talk about in the world of wrestling for this week. SmackDown was pretty heavy. AEW, very, very solid this season, or this week. Monday Night Raw,
Passing
sprinkled a
grade.
couple good things, but as I mentioned, a lot to talk about.
Yep, like the NXT Fast Four,
Yep, we did lower
everyone's
it from
favorite new
Fast Five.
segment.
We did lower it from Fast Five to Fast Four because there was not enough to talk about to fill 5 spots.
There legitimately wasn't enough worth talking about this week
It's
to make it a Fast Five. That's just the truth.
great to see. It's
All
great to
right.
see. Stand and deliver around the corner as well. So hopefully there's a story at least.
No, that means we
Well,
have to talk about NXT or TNA more often, and no
yeah,
one wants to do that.
very correct. So let's not start at NXT or TNA. Let's start off at the start of the week with Monday Night Raw.
You
Now,
know, we had the show open. Seth Rollins and the Masked Merry Men
hmm,
all trotting out to the ring.
doo, 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 doo.
Where is this going? Like, is this just a thing now?
I think it's the new Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
It was cute as a little one-off thing where, oh, they show up with Seth Rollins. Haha, he's the masked man. Isn't that funny, guys? If this is an ongoing problem, sorry, ongoing gimmick, not a problem. Not at all.
No,
But if it
no,
is ongoing, then is this really the best use of Seth Rollins?
no, it's not. I'd
Anyways,
rather Monday Night Messiah over this.
mm-hmm. I mean, those can be his little cult members
Yes.
who wear
Yes.
ski
I think
masks
they
and plain
already
hoodies.
are. I think they already are.
Close
But
enough.
I think they're just giving Logan Paul a bit more to beat so he can reach that scale of facing Seth Rollins still. Um, he was there maybe before he joined the Vision, but after he became a third string Vision member, it's lowered quite a bit. So he's got the skill set to face Seth Rollins, but he doesn't have the heat yet. I don't think he will have the heat because this is the third option to face
No.
Seth Rollins, literally. Um, so I don't know. I really hope it stops. I'm sick of it. I think
Let's
everybody
just
is.
get on with it. Come on, man.
How about you just do a damn promo like everybody else? These masked men need to get the hell off my screen, and I need a Logan Paul promo right now.
Maybe not right now, but it would
Over
help
masked men, yes.
it would help to actually, build out one of your WrestleMania feuds. With that being said, Paul Heyman comes out, interrupts, little banter back and forth, and we get a kind of bar from Paul Heyman. The instead of FAFO, FAF5,
Mm.
Lesnar's music hits, he comes down to the ring, big stare down between him and Rollins, and then
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
the ruler shows up. We knew it was coming,
Yeah.
but it hit different
Oh yeah.
nonetheless.
Actually seeing it before my very eyes.
And then power bombs the ever loving shit out of Brock Lesnar. This is
Oh,
the
you don't
most
see that every day, kids.
it's the most I've seen Brock Lesnar sell in years. He
I haven't
finally
seen
put his
I
working boots on.
not even in years, possibly ever. I
That's
have never
nuts.
seen Brock sell this much.
Like
Ever.
really sell.
Like he
Not
did it
lay
with Eddie
there.
Guerrero in that feud, but even then, He was still pretty stiff, still pretty underwhelming when it came to selling. This is gonna be a good freaking match. Now, I want to get your opinion though. Is this an Obafemi squash match? Is this the same type of match that we saw between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg?
I want it to be. I think no, they're gonna draw it out to like a 10-minute contest, a slugfest, have them hit their big moves. Oba kicks
Oh,
out to show what a
five out of
beast he is.
five.
Yeah, kicks out to show what a beast he is after like
Mhm.
7 F5s and 30,000 suplexes. But in all reality, if you're trying to put over this kid as the next star, the next Brock Lesnar,
That's
have
how you
him
do it.
lose. Have him destroy the current Brock Lesnar. That's how it goes. You want to make a statement? That is how you make a statement. I could see it, honestly.
I totally could. I totally could. The Americano match carrying on as well.
That's a
Mm,
thing.
it is.
Is this really the best use of Chad Gable's time?
He just needs to lose this damn mask.
Yep.
He
Because
just
Chad
needs
Gable is fantastic, one of the greatest
a
wrestlers
joke.
out there right now.
The fact that he's in a meme gimmick to begin with sucks.
Kaiser pulls it off so well, and it's
Yes.
a shit gimmick, anyways. It's one of the dumbest gimmicks we've had
It
in
is the
years.
big American.
Yeah, hailing from the Gulf of America, like classic WWE slop. And you know what?
You can't get more WWE than that.
You set aside the political connotations of that. It's a fun bad gimmick. It knows what it is, and having
Yeah.
a German dude pretend to be a Mexican luchador from America and also having his two sidekicks be two of the best British wrestlers around. It's kind of funny, but Chad Gable doesn't belong in this vortex.
No, not at all.
But,
Ludwig, yeah.
maybe this whole feud caps off with a mask versus mask match at WrestleMania.
And that'll do it. That'll,
Let's hope
I
so.
cannot see original or OGL Grande Americano winning that match. There's no reason to.
No,
Um, Ludwig Kaiser is over as one of the biggest heels in
especially in
AAA right
Mexico.
now. Like he is over. So, I mean, I guess that's good because Ludwig Kaiser probably wouldn't be doing anything right now.
No,
He'd
not
be a
really.
glorified manager with no matches. That's what he was doing when Gunther was on his crazy Intercontinental Championship run. He'd be doing even less now. So, I mean, it's not bad in that aspect, but God, we need Chad Gable back in that mid card.
Yes, we do.
Maybe even top of the card. Who knows? But
Now,
I'll take get back to
speaking
that.
of mid card title in the women's scene, there's some action going on there.
I like the way that's coming out.
AJ Lee and Bailey had a big match this week. AJ, of course, retains, but you see a bit of respect. You see that maybe this isn't over just yet. Becky Lynch pops up and attacks both of them. There's a lot of history there. A little less with AJ, but a lot of history with Bailey to
hmm
explore. Triple threat at Mania?
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. Can't really go wrong with something like that. But we know WWE likes going wrong, so who knows? Might as well put Nia Jax in the mix if you're WWE, so.
Hmm. Anyways, I see title picture on the men's side of things also getting a little more
hmm
complicated, but not in the good way that the women's one is with Penta. Put
Yeah.
on an absolute banger with Dragon Lee. Awesome. Him having gold around his waist is perfect. It's
Yes.
how it was supposed to be. This guy's over.
Yes.
He's a sick wrestler. Who is he facing at Mania because you have no feud for him? Is this just like a generic ladder match type situation?
Just sick of these open challenges. Like, they're great matches, but there's zero story. I mean, like, you have such a loaded roster now, but you're just not making any stories in the mid card. You're just putting them in matches.
Yeah.
We finally have one developing with Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. That took around a year to finally pan out. So I can't see where this is going. It'll likely be a ladder match. Um, I'm really upset that Penta is doing open challenges now too.
Yeah, like there's not more you can do
No
with Penta.
use.
There's
It's
not,
not like Penta can't build a story with anybody.
yeah,
Like,
it's Penta.
it would be much better if you had Dom and Finn Balor fighting at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship.
Hmm.
So, they might have done that just to have a ladder match at WrestleMania.
I
Who
guess.
knows at this point?
Sure, bro.
This is what happened to the Triple H era that got me back onto wrestling.
What
Like,
happened to Black and Gold era Triple H?
what is happening? This is so bland and
But you
like,
know what? You know what? Raw kind of got saved in the main event slot. Another banger
you're
promo
right.
segment. Of course, CM Punk gets all of these insults about his career and his wife, and it's only when Roman Reigns calls him old that
Mm.
he decides to throw a punch.
Unk,
Unk. Unk Punk.
Unk Punk, CM Unk.
CM Unk. You know what? That it's not the best promo battle, and
Mm.
probably not even the best that's to come in this feud, but it was good for what it was, and we finally get some physicality here.
We needed CM Punk to actually be rattled for this feud to work. Roman is so good at getting under people's skin, and we have yet to see that from CM Punk until Monday night. So I think that's good for developing the feud. They still got around a month, about a month to go until
Yeah.
their match. So plenty more promos to come. Actually, who knows with Roman Reigns? He could just sit out till WrestleMania. That guy does not like showing up to work.
No
But
way. How'd you get the script? Two cool promo segments.
yeah, that's
See
it.
you, boys.
Homer Simpson meme into the bush. Yeah. Back at WrestleMania, the main event for the
Yeah,
1000th time.
as one does.
Yes. But there's a lot more to come with that feud, and it's been very good over the last month. I was
Oh
afraid of
yeah.
it being two of two faces that we've seen in wrestling for the last decade
Yeah.
going back at it, but I'm starting to like it. There's a lot of history that's been untouched between those two, so
Yeah.
it's looking good for WrestleMania.
It'll be fun. You know what's not fun, Cam? Why don't
Oh, I
you lead
know
us
it's
into
not
it?
fun.
Because I've been the sacrificial host for the last while when it comes to these things. You can take it this week. It's the NXTNA Fast Four. Give us the rundown.
Well, I'll start it off with one of my favorite wrestlers working right now, Tony D'Angelo, finally in the top of the card. Took you long enough, Sean. But Tony D destroys Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, and Joe Hendry. Why not? Put all of your 4 stars into the match, into
All
the
of them.
same match. All
All
of
the
your
stars are
four
here.
stars into one match, and see who comes out of it at Stand and Deliver. That would be a great match. I don't know where the hell a championship feud's going after that match. I don't know who's gonna win. Um,
Who's to say?
that's it. That's it. NXT pretty bland right now. 4 people even able to sniff the NXT championship right now, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
going in the same match. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that comes out. But Blake Monroe, pulls out her inner fiend Bray Wyatt and snatches Tatum Paxley straight to hell and brings her through the ramp.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird ending to this week's
You could
NXT.
give me 100 guesses to guess which WWE superstar would imitate the Fiend, and I would never guess Blake Monroe.
If this is WWE's kind of interpretation of the woman from hell gimmick from AEW, good Lord, just stop.
Oh,
Please,
she's gonna
Sean.
have the Kane Inferno buckles too.
I'm
Just
hoping
watch.
it's just like a goofy little NXT quirk, and this isn't how they're actually gonna interpret her, you know, Spirit of Vengeance, Woman from Hell gimmick from AEW. If this is how they're interpreting it, I don't want to see it.
I'm just gonna shut my eyes until it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's it.
that does it for NXT, but lucky for you guys, we get some TNA to talk about as well.
Yeah, so lucky.
Mr. Elegance
Oh, Jesus Christ.
makes his debut. We thought CM
Hold
Punk was
up.
an
He
hunk.
still hasn't had an in-ring match. He debuted back on the debut in
Yes,
AMC in one of the worst segments in wrestling
yes,
history, and the man still hasn't had a match.
yes. But lucky for you, he has one against a 76-year-old.
No. TNA, why?
Ugh.
Why? There are some great questions of the universe. What is the meaning of life? Where do we go once our lives are complete? Why is TNA?
You get to choose between heaven and TNA on AMC. Or the higher power does.
Ah,
Whatever
of
you
course.
believe in, they choose between
Speaking
heaven
of, is
or
Vince
what you
Russo
deem as heaven and TNA AMC.
is Vince Russo back in the booking room? Because that's the only way I can describe this. Fucking action Mike Jackson, the 76-year-old who was an old man jobber back in the territory days, facing this balding freak, Mr. Elegance. Is this inadvertent promotion that work that we're doing for TNA? Because now people are gonna want to watch it because wow, it's so weird. Don't give them the viewer.
Save
Don't
yourself
give
some
them your
time.
viewership, please.
Well, if
Yeah.
you want to hear more about TNA, I got more for you. Mike Santana and Steve Macklin.
Okay.
What a feud.
The,
Like an AA meeting.
their feud literally built on who has more trauma.
I got more trauma. No, I got more trauma.
Steve Macklin being a former army vet suffering from PTSD, and Mike Santana, former alcoholic suffering from the after effects and the damage that that's done to his life. That's literally what this feud is who has more trauma in their life.
And they win the world championship.
Oh yeah, and this is a world title feud, by the
Yes.
way. It kind of slaps though, because they're two decent performers. You know what? Santana's coming into his own. His story as a whole has been inspirational. Macklin is one of the underrated heels out there. We've seen he does well in like hardcore type matches. That's probably where this is going. But you know what? The journey to get there is it's a little rocky to say the least.
I think TNA stands for trauma, no action.
Ooh,
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Mike Santana has had a good run. I can't see him losing to Steve Macklin. I really,
no.
really can't. He's been the lone North Star for TNA in the past
Yeah.
year, unless NXT superstars were going over there. Um, we'll see how it pans out. It's just another feud for Mike Santana to stomp on, and
It's a
who
filler.
knows? That wraps up our very slow fast four
Oh,
for NXT and TNA.
Good enough for me.
That's good enough for me too. I think it got way more coverage than it deserved.
We say
But
that every week.
now, on to stuff that deserves some coverage. Will Ospreay
Bro,
back in the ring.
he's back. It's so good. We mentioned last week he came back from a broken neck and almost broke it right again within five
Yep.
seconds of getting in the ring at Revolution. The guy's a madman, probably in contention for best wrestler in the world, and it's so good to see him back. Hopefully, he does tone down a little bit of the Darby Allin type stuff,
That would be
but
lovely.
it would definitely help. So, yeah, him versus Mox and the Death Riders, that could be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
It's going to
Oh
be
yeah.
a lot of fun.
I would love to see some more people like come into not a faction but team up with Osprey to the handle the Death Riders. Let's yes, Josh.
With the ongoing issues in the Don Callis family, who are two members previously of Will Ospreay's New Japan stable United Empire? Oh, that's right. Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis,
Oh,
who both look set to depart the Don Callis family in the near future, both of whom have connections with Osprey and have beef with the Death Riders as part of that feud with the
oh.
Don Callis family versus the Death Riders.
Yeah, and who just had a masterful match with John Moxley for the Continental Championship and is also debating to leave the Don Callis family?
Kanosuke Takeshita.
Yes, you are correct.
I I could see it, honestly, but however this goes, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. So many stars could come in between Mox and Will Ospreay. They're
Yeah.
connected to so many people. A lot more to come with Will Ospreay back in the ring,
Now,
not outside the ring.
yeah.
Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd. Um, their car insurance is going to be through the roof. Uh,
How? How does Darby Allin keep thinking of these things?
how does Darby Allin get in a car accident and then suddenly find a stage chest right next to him in the parking lot?
No, no, no. Not gets in a car accident.
Oh yes,
Causes
yes,
causes
causes,
a car
yes,
accident.
creates a car accident.
Intentionally goes out of his way to crash a car. Now, this also comes from him and Gabe Kidd brawling in the parking lot area. They get
Mhm.
back to a car. Gabe Kidd tries to like put him in the trunk or whatever. Darby reverses, puts Gabe Kidd in the trunk, locks it
Yeah.
shut, gets in the driver's seat, hits a sick kickflip, and then the car fucking crashes. That is nuts. And you just do this one take on a
Yeah.
weekly TV show.
Yeah.
I respect the cojones that it
Triple
takes to
H
just,
would break that out like once every 5 years, let
yeah,
alone on a Monday Night Raw.
I respect the gall to do a one take live shot of a car crash, intentional car flipping on its
Yep.
roof, and then oh by the way, these
Oh
two
yeah,
guys
and then
they're in
they
a
have a
coffin
match.
match, a
And then they have
coffin
a
match.
coffin match.
Yeah, weapons. There was a straight jacket used. Darby Allin picks up the win. Good lord.
And where can you find this? Just on
Just
just on TV.
casually, just another weekly episode of Dynamite.
If you're in Canada, just on TSN.
Yeah,
If you're in America, just TNT.
just flipping the channels.
Yep, channel surf. Oh, Gabe Kidd in a straight jacket. Let me watch that.
Happens to the best of us.
Goes one channel. Oh, Pawn Stars is on. Let's watch that.
Best I can do is a car crash. Now, what's not a car crash is this brewing feud between Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland.
This is gonna be
The
good.
Oh, it's going to be so good. There's a match next week to decide who goes on to face MJF at Dynasty in Canada. And
Hmm.
that's a big caveat there. I feel like it's going to be Kenny, but there was an interesting little wrinkle added to this feud by Swerve Strickland. He cut this mean heel promo on Wednesday and then decreed that he had finagled his way into getting Kenny's EVP Powers title, the works, put into this mix as sort of like a reward if he can beat Kenny. Ooh.
Swerve's still one of the best finaglers out there.
You know it was
I'm
Prince
I'm
Nana doing
excited.
the
Yeah.
bargaining.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you have Prince Nana on your
Oh
side, your
yeah,
finagling ability goes way up.
through the
But
roof.
uh, it's gonna be such a good match. Swerve, like he can take the loss. I wouldn't love it.
Yeah.
Um, he's got a lot of heat right now that I think he could carry all the way to a feud with MJF or
Hmm.
whoever has the title by the time he gets back into the title picture. Um, yeah, I really, really like this idea of a match. We
The
need
way I,
another Swerve versus Kenny, and we
yeah,
need it now.
the way I look at it, there's a positive and a negative on each side. In each case, Kenny
Hmm.
wins. Kenny gets a title match in Canada, very close to his hometown of Winnipeg. The downside is Swerve takes a loss,
Yeah.
and Kenny can take a loss. He doesn't necessarily need a win. He's Kenny Omega.
I that's the thing. I think with MJF having the title right now, I think he needs to hold it for longer,
Yeah.
which means I think it would be better if Kenny lost a championship match than if
Yeah.
Swerve lost a
Oh,
championship
yeah.
match. So I think Swerve can win it down the line, whether that's
Yeah.
against Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay, even MJF. I think that can happen a little bit later. He can still garner as much heat as he possibly can in the meantime, but I think it's better if Kenny Omega takes the title, or not the title, but takes the win and eventually loses to MJF.
Easy money there.
Well, that carries us in to not a banger storyline, but a banger match between Speedball Mike Bailey and Mark Davis.
You know what? You know what? This might be the untitled award match of the week. We're
Mm,
still workshopping the name, but if you haven't seen it, go and
If you
see it.
haven't seen it, go and watch it, Award.
Yep. If you
I
haven't
think we've
watched it,
said it so many times that that is the award
there's
name.
so many variations. It's the award. I'm giving out
If you haven't watched it, go and watch it,
the
match.
weekly watch award. That's the
Mmm.
one. This match, just a banger. Two top tier talents going head to head.
I think
Speedball,
Speedball Mike Bailey has won this award almost every week.
yeah, it seems to be an ongoing occurrence. I'm gonna have to go back and check how many matches I've
We're gonna have
said
to
this
keep a
for.
leaderboard.
Oh yeah, a tally of whose matches you need to
Yep.
keep watching. But we do get this fun little storyline wrinkle afterwards that Speedball, as Darby Allin did after his casket match earlier in the night, calls out MJF and believes himself to be in line for a title shot. So there's a lot going on in the men's title picture right now. You've got Kenny in the mix, you've got Swerve in the mix. Now you mix in Darby and Speedball. This is a lot of
You
fun.
still got Brodito and Andrade
But
somewhere looming in there as
yeah,
well.
that's what I've kind of liked about AEW recently, where we get little like every 2 or 3 pay-per-views, there's a changing of the guard in the title pictures. Where, all right, we start off with, oh, MJF wins the title. We get Brody King and we get Hangman and we get Bandito and we get Kevin Knight.
I think part of that is just AEW putting their number one contendership matches on the pay-per-view
Yeah,
because it makes it feel like there's just more people vying for the title. With WWE's case, their number one contenderships are just some
handed out.
tournament held on Raw.
Or you
So like,
can just rock up in a promo and say, I want a title shot.
you're mine.
Give me a title shot,
So I feel
brother.
like with that in that case, there's less people vying for the title because it's not showcased as much.
Yeah.
But in AEW's case, we saw Andrade with a number one contendership match, Kenny Omega with a number one contendership match. Swerve was in there. Like Hangman eventually was
Yeah.
in there. Brody King had the match, which is crazy. Bandito had a match. Like
And now we're getting this.
everybody feels like they're in the mix. And like I love that AEW does these little 1 minute promos at the end that just makes you feel like people like Darby Allin and people like Speedball actually can compete for the title.
Yeah.
So like no matter who ends up with the match, it just feels like a bigger scale with more people involved.
And that's the thing, it doesn't get stale because you're rotating in this new cast of characters basically quarterly. You're bringing in this new selection of folks to vie for the title and all be in the mix, intertwining stories, and it's just a lot of fun. Now,
You know what else is a lot of fun?
murder mysteries are a lot of fun because that seems to be the direction
Especially 1930s era murder mysteries.
that we're heading in. Tony Storm gets attacked backstage. Was the notice was put out that she was kind of pulled from the card like 10 minutes before Dynamite
Mm.
goes live. Of course, Mina Shirakawa takes her place. It's a fine match between her and Marina
It's a
Shafir.
classic Sherlock Holmes mystery.
But the big thing is, and I'm sure it's going to spiral into its own story, is who attacked Tony Storm in that dressing room when, the camera comes in. There's all these details, all of these pieces. I think AEW put it up on their social media pages, just a picture of Tony Storm, laying bloodied in the locker room. And there's all of these items around, like Hikaru Shida's
Fancy.
kendo stick, and you've got the little pipe, the steel pipe that Riho often uses, and the barbed wire bat of Mina Shirakawa's in the mix. And
Like a
like
Knives Out episode.
there's all of these little details. You have to go in and dissect it for yourselves
Mm.
because there's hints to basically every female competitor on AEW's roster who could have attacked Tony Storm.
It's a classic who done it
And I
mystery.
I feel like
And
we're
at the
heading
center of it, it's timeless Tony Storm.
I think now we'll get to why in a second, but it's going to be like Mina and Luther going on this big detective hunt to find out who done it.
Hmm.
And that could be like super campy and cheesy and just a lot of fun. Now, the big issue here is reports have come out that Tony Storm is out of action and will be out of action for a long time. Like, we're talking out for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I say this, take this with a bit of salt. The good end of things could be pregnancy. Her
Mm.
and Juice Robinson, what a house that must be.
What a match.
Yeah, those two, maybe they had a kid and they just found out and that's why it's all been so sudden. Like just got the test back. Maybe that's why there's a bit of a rushed element in all of this and why Tony's going to be out, for a long time. Like Ruby Soho, she got, pregnant back in October of 2024, and we haven't seen her since. Now, she has kind of stepped away from wrestling a bit, but I doubt that's going to be the same for Tony Storm.
It better not be.
But honestly, that's the best case scenario.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we're looking at an Adam Cole situation where it's this big looming threat of I'm gonna be gone for like 3 years. I may or may not retire. If it is the end, goodbye. If not, I'll see you, a half a decade down the line, where it's this very serious health issue, whatever it may be. So let's see how it plays out.
Let's get a bit off the somber side of the
Yeah,
question mark of Tony Storm. A really cool twist if she does come back, since it will be a very lengthy departure. Does she come back not as timeless Tony Storm? It's like a time traveler.
I That could be fun. That being said, you can see how much fun she
Yeah,
has every
that
single
too.
week, just being an absolute menace. And like putting on the accent, the
Mhm.
crazy outfits, and the over exaggerated drama, you can tell how much fun she's having. And AEW is very willing to let her just go and do whatever she wants with this gimmick.
Mhm.
It would be cool to see a new character added to the Tony Storm multiverse, but she'd probably go back to what works.
Like, what if she comes back as like a 1960s gangster,
You know what?
part of the D'Angelo family?
Hell yeah.
Uh,
All right, little less somber is a pretty solid trios match
mhm.
between the Bucks and Jack Perry versus the Don Callis family. It was a fine match, but the fun part comes from after the
Mhm.
match where the Bucks get on the mic. Sorry guys, we weren't able to win the title. We're disappointed.
Good guy, Young Bucks are back.
We'll try and get back in the title contention for you guys. We want to win this. We want to avenge our family.
Yeah.
Get FTR.
Go team.
You think you know me. Cope and Cage are back out and instantly just kind of shoo the Young Bucks away and announce that, yeah, by the way, first match announced for Dynasty, it's us versus FTR for the
Yeah, not
titles.
you.
Sorry, boys.
I a triple threat is around the corner. I could
I'm
tell.
saying
It's
TLC match
happening.
at Wembley.
It's gonna happen.
Slow burn. Let it build.
So let that roll out. Let Cope and Cage have their match at Dynasty in Canada.
In
So
Canada, titles are on the line.
you need the showcase for that.
I'm just
Um,
saying, I think Cope and Cage take it here. It's
really,
in Canada. Titles are on the line. They weren't on the line when FTR and Cage and Cope last fought, which was at All Out Toronto. I'm just saying, it's in Canada. It's a tag title match. You'd be a fool not to. And I feel like FTR, they've had their run with the titles. They're
they'll
one
get
of
him
those
back.
teams.
They'll get
There's
him
one of
back
those
eventually.
teams that, yeah, they work with the titles, they work without the
Yep.
titles. They still put on bangers no matter what. Alrighty. Thankfully, we get to skip Thursdays because we already covered TNA. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Thank you, Kim. Now we get to SmackDown.
Not much happening here either.
I mean, you got the
It's
Fatu
not
and
bad.
McIntyre brawl.
That was really good.
It was fun. Come on.
Come on.
It sucks to see Drew just completely out of the title picture right now after losing it so soon.
I think you gotta showcase Randy and Cody. You
Yeah,
gotta
of
put it on a
course.
pedestal.
Of course.
You need a clear gap. Like having the King of the Ring match was one thing. This needs to be better. This needs to have
Yeah,
more to
it
it
has to be
for it
better.
to pay off.
Yeah. All right. You want to know what's not going to be worth it? Now,
I would
Fatu
love
and
to.
McIntyre brawl all throughout the show. That's fun. That's cool.
Mhm.
Kit Wilson versus Jelly Roll at WrestleMania.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's a sad little Kit Wilson there.
Didn't even want to say Kit Wilson.
There's better use for Kit Wilson, god damn it.
Yeah, have him go against Obafemi.
Like, just put him if you're gonna do like a ladder match for the US title too. Why not? There's two nights, two ladder matches for your mid card titles.
I would love Kit
Have
Wilson in a ladder match.
have him in that. Put him in the US title picture. He's a good in-ring worker. He's super fun. His slam poetry that he had for Jelly Roll was kind of fun. And then there's Jelly Roll.
Yep. Jelly Roll's the workhorse too.
You can't really call him Jelly Roll because he's tiny. He's built like Jack Perry.
He kind of is. Jungle Boy Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll again. I said this the last time out. All credit, massive like respect and whatnot for his weight loss journey
Mhm.
and getting into
Looks good in
shape.
the ring too.
He's not bad. He's a natural performer, but no, this ain't it. It's it ain't
True.
it.
It ain't it. Much more to do on WrestleMania, like having new tag team champions. Oh,
It's
did I stri
fine.
did I strike a nerve?
I'm gonna bother some people with this.
Okay.
My mom and dad especially, who are massive R-Truth fans. Sorry, mom and dad. I'm not a big fan of R-Truth and Damian Priest holding the
Not
tag
Ron
titles.
Cena.
Yeah, John Cena and The Undertaker holding the tag titles again. The OG Judgment Day.
The OG Judgment Day.
But
Oh,
it's fine. It's fun. It could lead to a nice, fun match at Mania, whatever it may be, against whoever. But there's better teams out there, MCMG and
I th
Fraxium especially, that
I
need
think you set
this.
up a ladder match.
You
I
think?
don't think you could have done a ladder match with the MFTs or the Wyatt
No,
Six. That just wouldn't work with how many
no.
people are involved. So you needed to get the titles on a two-person tag team, not a faction. You needed
Yeah.
the titles out of that MFTs and Wyatt Six feud. That can be a separate feud for the Lantern or whatever the
That can be a
hell they
separate
want
feud
to
for
do.
main event.
Yeah.
Put that shit on
So
Evolve.
just get the titles off of them. That was the priority with this move, I think. R-Truth and Priest are not walking out of WrestleMania with those titles. I refuse to believe it.
Ugh.
They put them in a ladder match like they should have last year. I
Yeah.
remember they put it on SmackDown because everybody was craving it when the tag team division actually
Come on.
was good. So they need that in a ladder match at WrestleMania. Fraxium in there,
MCMG.
MCMG in there. I don't know who else you would put in the mix with that.
Los
Like,
Garzas.
oh goodness.
Whatever.
Um,
It's got to be a little better than this. I
yeah.
love them. They're funny. They're not bad. Truth still got it in the ring, on the mic, whatever. Tag titles is a little bit of a
Is
stretch.
this the worst era of tag team titles in WWE history?
It might be.
Like,
Honestly,
do the Usos still have the Raw ones?
see, you having
I
to
don't
say
even
that,
know. I don't even know.
they do. But
Yeah,
you having to say that
exactly.
proves the point.
Have they defended them once?
Mm. Oh no.
Like, how the hell do the MFTs having the SmackDown ones get more coverage?
And that's the thing. That's the Gorillas of Destiny. That's one of the greatest tag
Yes.
teams of the modern era.
Jeff Cobb and Tama Tonga.
Yeah,
Like, come
Jeff Cobb and
on.
Tama Tonga, or our tribal chief Tongaloa, and one of those two. Like, yeah,
Don't forget
Tama Tonga,
Tala Tonga.
Tall A Tonga. Like, you can't go wrong with any of those combinations unless they involve Tongaloa. So, like, so many talented performers. Like God, Gorillas of Destiny had their time and day in ROH in New Japan. Jeff Cobb is an absolute beast. Tall A Tonga has a bright future ahead of him.
Hikaleo.
Tall A Tonga. It's it's not rocket science. You could have done so much more, but that's the
I
state of
think
the
this
tag
is where
team
they're
wrestling.
going with it, though. I think this is a small transition title for R-Truth and Damian Priest. It's
Yeah.
fun. They're good together. I don't mind it. This will not be long term. This will go. I don't even know who's gonna take it. I mean, you could
Yeah.
put it on Frax. I'm sick and tired of Fraxium being jobbers. They
Yep.
deserve a damn title reign, a title reign. So I don't know who they're going to go with.
We'll
With a
see.
ladder match. I my pick would be MCMG because I think it would be easier for them to take the titles in a ladder match, and I think it would be easier to set up a feud between them and Fraxium than MCMG challenging Fraxium.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's where I would go with it. I really don't know.
Okay. Now I'm gonna amp you up a little. Let's talk Randy Orton. '09 Orton is back.
Oh yeah.
Shaved head, punt kicking MFers like there's no tomorrow. Beating the ever loving crap out of Matt Cardona.
Yep.
Uh, rest in peace, Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
And cutting vicious heel promos. It's it's giving '09 Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So glad he's back.
now one thing, because like that is self-explanatory.
Hmm.
Heel Orton just feels right. It's good. It's always going to be good. But what I want to know from you is we've had this pop up in multiple segments across a little bit last week, now into this week, on a segment in Raw,
Hmm.
like twice in SmackDown. Randy Orton is given phone calls. He's receiving phone calls from someone. Who is
Hmm.
it? Who is giving him advice and who's kind of leading him?
Do you want to know who?
Ric
I
Flair?
got who.
Bob Orton?
It's nobody, nobody from his past. Someone recent. Someone who na has not been on TV in over a year.
Over a year. Matt Riddle.
This
RK
is Ke
Bro.
this if this isn't Kevin Owens, I don't know who is.
Really?
Kevin Owens got put out by Cody Rhodes. KO and Randy were great friends between when Randy came back at War Games and between KO being hurt. They were all routinely going after Cody.
Okay.
I think the one person who knows how to egg people on and actually get '09 Randy out of Randy, it's Kevin Owens.
I really like that. That's
It's a
probably
way
the
to keep
first.
Kevin Owens still in the story because he's so good
Yeah.
with promos and so good with story building. But obviously, he's got a broken fucking neck, so he can't be in matches. So I think this is a good way to keep Kevin in the story because he
Yeah.
deserves to be now that Cody's back with a title, and KO obviously put up a great battle with Cody at Royal Rumble last year. So I cannot imagine it being anybody else. People are saying The Rock could be.
Come on, man.
People are saying even Triple H
Travis Scott.
could be.
Fiend. Fiend.
Could be Travis Scott, but
All right.
I
All
think
right.
I think Kevin Owens is the best way to go.
That is probably the first logical take on this situation I've heard from anyone, and it's the one that would be the most fun. Now, let me level something your way. Let
I'm
me
excited because it could
throw
be
up
anybody.
throw up a fastball.
Hmm.
It's someone who's got history with both of these guys. It's someone who's a noted figure, a second, maybe even third generation star, who's got lineage, who's got history in the business, who's got a wrestling background, a title holder in the
Hmm.
past.
Hmm.
He's got a legacy and was just acquitted of fraud charges in a welfare stealing case down in the South. That's right, boys and girls. It's looks like he's 300 pounds and about six mortgages deep. It's Ted DiBiase Jr.
This would be a classic WWE move.
Yeah. Okay. Main event of
We're so
WrestleMania.
happy with the possibility of it being Ted DiBiase Jr.
Main event of WrestleMania.
Guys, isn't
28
this
minutes.
good? Guys,
20 28 minutes into the match. Both men, double clothesline, both go down. All of a sudden, I come from money. I come from class. By God, it's Ted DiBiase Jr. as he waddles his way down the ramp. Triple H, if
please
if you
no.
haven't hired me by now, you've done something wrong.
Please no, please no, please no.
Anti Ted DiBiase Jr. prayer circle.
He's gonna take Cody Rhodes' house.
There are two options. He's going to take his welfare money.
Yeah.
There are two options in this storyline. It is either Kevin Owens, the
Oh,
smart, logical, reasonable choice that makes sense and would be fun for everyone, or it's Ted DiBiase
yo,
Jr.
plot twist, it's Brandy Rhodes. What?
Okay, bro.
Yo, it's Mama Rhodes.
I guess, bro.
Mama Rhodes is bringing out '09 Randy Orton.
My God, that's Mama Rhodes' music.
God. I'm telling you, man, if it's not Kevin Owens, I don't know what it will be.
Seriously, anyone like The Rock or even Ric Flair, that's a massive disappointment.
It would just be,
It's
yeah, dude,
sad.
it's exactly. It would just be disappointing to see that.
Yeah. And then
So,
there's the end of SmackDown. Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu, who have been brawling literally 3 hours at this point. Both are bloody, beaten. They fall off a building,
oh,
as one does,
typical.
as folks do.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how the show ends. Them just falling off the side of a building.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Cool, I guess.
Cool.
Sure.
Fine.
Sure. I
And
don't
that's
know what to
about
say
it.
to this. How does this set me up for a WrestleMania match? You can have them
They
brawling.
saw
You can,
Darby Allin on Wednesday and was like, I want to do that.
well, then you should have crashed a car.
Yeah. Instead of fall off a building. Only rookies fall off buildings.
And of course, the fence was in the way to hide the crash pad.
Ooh.
Real men would have jumped from the top of the.
Yeah, go tell Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu that real men would have jumped.
All right, boys, right onto the concrete, okay? Hold each other on the way down.
Don't worry, there's gonna be razor blades down there to make it look bloody.
Average Darby Allin match.
Oh. Oh, Darby Allin on on a collision match.
Darby Allin on a random ass Saturday.
Darby Allin at a live event.
I'm going to jump off the side of this building into a pit of razor blades. Unprovoked. There's not even a storyline reason for it.
Nobody
I just
there.
want to do it.
Nobody there even. Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what? Them falling into the very obvious crash pad, it's kind of fun, but it also doesn't like how does this set up a Mania match? What does this do for the storyline?
We got one more month. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's gonna be something brutal. It's gonna be something vicious. It's gonna be something with a stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Who knows yet? Hell
Sure.
in a Cell would be pretty cool.
Hell in a Cell would be fun.
Be really cool to bring that back and kind of return it to its glory days because they still haven't done that.
Yeah.
They tried to do it with Cody and Seth. Didn't hit as good with the red. Ugh. Um, but we just need a cold hard Hell in a Cell match back
Yeah.
in WWE, and I think this could be the duo to do it. So we'll see how that rolls out. But until then, we got some more specialty segments for you guys. Not just
Yes.
cold hard analysis, because we get sick of that after a while, especially with half of it being WWE, who doesn't know how to tell a story right now. So let's make our own story, shall we? We bring back Push or Barry.
Ooh.
Ooh. Me and Josh brought four wrestlers across the entire wrestling stratosphere that we will prompt to the other person and to see if they will bury them or if they would push them. And to be sure, this is the top title in their respective promotions. This is
Yes.
not a mid-card push. This is not a tag team
Not
push.
halfway.
This isn't even like a top of the card storyline to push. This is, are you putting the top title on this person or not?
Yep.
Would you like to start, Josh, or would you like me to start?
I I'll start. I'll kick things off because I'm actually going to break one of the rules that you just set out. I'm gonna say MCMG as my first push or bury. Do they have tomorrow, like show tomorrow, are you putting the tag titles on them like that and giving them a push, or are you putting them out to pasture?
Well, that's the thing with MCMG. The road they got to go over is R-Truth and Damian Priest. So that's not as
Push them
difficult
or
of a
bury them?
push. I'm going to push them. I
Okay.
think it's easy for them to overtake R-Truth and Damian Priest, even without a story. You can do it any day of the week. I think MCMG has the stature to be able to do that. So I'm going to push MCMG.
All right. Not bad. Not a bad start. Now, let's mix things up. Someone
Or do
who's,
you want me to go next? Give you a
yeah,
little bit
sure,
of
bar
thinking
for bar.
time. Let's do it. I got one of MCMG's greatest WWE rivals. We got Johnny Rustling. Johnny Gargano right now.
Don't
Doesn't have to be next week in a
don't do
championship
this to me,
match.
man.
But as a WWE superstar on SmackDown, do you see him as being able to hold the WWE championship?
Don't do this to me, man. I love Johnny Gargano. I think he deserves everything, but you're telling me in a year's time,
Doesn't have to be a year, could be 5 years. But can you see Johnny Gargano with the WWE championship?
no. I'm gonna bury him because there isn't an option C. I think there's okay, putting on my Triple H bald cap. I think there just isn't room anymore that Johnny Gargano, in the context of WWE, has kind of done his time. His, you know, his dues are paid. He doesn't have much left to prove. And in that regard, he doesn't have anything to give to
Mhm.
the company. He's not going to be Cody, where he can be the face of the company taking off the bald cap. That hurts me to say because he should be able to carry a company, but not WWE. I think he'd be a crazy fit for like ROH or hell, TNA. Like face of a brand on a second level promotion.
He could honestly fit New Japan too. Call me
Maybe not
crazy.
maybe not world title in New
Call me
Japan, but
crazy.
even in the mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, WWE context only. It's a berry. All right. Now time to give you a little bit of a curveball. Someone who's coming off injury,
Mm.
someone who's got a lot of talent and shown so much promise, but hasn't quite been able to achieve it. Are you going to give the keys to the kingdom to Buddy Matthews?
Oh man, I'm a big Buddy Matthews fan. Oh, he deserves it so much. You know what?
Oh,
We've seen Buddy Matthews in a top of the card picture before,
okay.
and it went really well. I don't care if it's as small as 205 Live. It went really well. And I would love to see that again now that Buddy Matthews is completely jacked compared to what he was then. He looked great in the ring. He, I think he'll come back fairly consistent as well as far
Hmm.
as returning to the skill he had before the injury. I could totally see him with the AEW World Championship.
Okay, I like that. I like that. All right, what do you got for me?
Now, got a bit of an older wrestler. bit of a throwback who made their return uh recently. I'd say in the last 2 years.
Okay, okay.
Are you giving Nikki Bella another world championship shot?
No.
No?
Nope.
That was quick.
Yeah, it's a berry from me. Time has come and gone. I think it's a whole new ball game. And Nikki Bella, she's still solid in the ring and still pretty solid on the mic, but it's just a different ball game, and that level of competition isn't quite the same as what it was during Nikki Bella's era. During her time, which made her a legend, an icon, the competition is not the same. Like, she's not taking the title off of a wrestler like Stephanie Vaquer, off of Io Sky, off of Rhea Ripley. It's just not gonna work because it's a completely different wrestling landscape. And again, credit where credit is due, all flowers to Nikki Bella for putting in the work, for still being so good in this new modern landscape, but I can't see it. It's a berry from me. Now, let's mix things up. She's been mentioned on the podcast before, but
Mm-hmm.
only very briefly.
Ooh,
A good in-ring style, a solid in-ring style, has shown promise, still has plenty of time left to get to the level that we're discussing here, but push or bury Alex Windsor.
Alex Windsor.
Is she AEW Women's World Title material?
Oh man, like the women's world title picture is so competitive right now that I don't know if she's able to.
Ooh.
Oh man, you'll see after my next pick
Oh no.
why I don't know. Oh, there's just so many talented superstars in that women's division in AEW, and there's so many people who are on the horizon. We
Hmm.
just saw Stat enter the picture less than a year ago. Tekla, obviously, right on the scene. Megan Bain has been very good. Penelope Ford, Lena Cross, everybody in that tag team division is still vying for it. And then obviously Alex Windsor, in my opinion, is getting a bit overshadowed by Jamie Hayter.
Hmm.
So I just can't see it. It may take several years for this to happen,
Wow.
but
Not under your watch.
I just think there's so many more options
Fair.
that I just can't see it.
All right.
Now, on to someone in the AEW women's division that has a bit more stature than Alex Windsor right now. It's a bit more on her plate and is a bit further along the line of getting into that championship picture. Going Marina Shafir.
No.
No.
No. It's Marina Shafir has improved a lot,
Hmm.
but not enough that she could win the world title even a year or two from now. Again, respect for putting the work in, for improving in the ring, on the mic, overall, becoming this dominant force in a faction of dominant forces.
Hmm.
But I just can't see it. That
Interesting. Not
it's
expecting that.
it's a lot of work, and yeah, like you mentioned, all the reasons that you mentioned, it's just too much going on right now that there isn't room for, despite however many more improvements she may make over the next few years. There just isn't enough room for Marina Shafir at the top. And again, that takes a lot of time. And chances are you're gonna have some of these new stars coming up and taking the top spots while Marina Shafir is steadily improving and getting better. There's just not enough there to warrant a title push, so Barry. All right, rounding off the list, yet another person that we've mentioned a lot on the podcast. We initially hated on, then we've kind of turned around on, and dare I say, have been supporters of this person's recent
Ooh.
push or bury, Kiana James.
Ooh.
World title, does she have it?
I think she does.
Ooh. Okay, okay.
I
Pretty
don't
good.
think it'll be a straight up story. I think she will be maybe down the line, Money in the Bank winner, Elimination Chamber winner, possibly a Royal Rumble winner. I think she does very well in those types of matches. I think that's how she gets her chance. But we saw Tiffy Time get there, and she is a lot like Tiffy Time. Her style, her cadence on the mic, she is there. She just doesn't have the popularity with how she came onto the main roster as a managerial figure. So I think it'll take some time to get her into like a singles title race or at least get her in a tag team so she can actually have some televised matches. But once that happens, I could totally see her getting to that main title picture. Well, rounding out my list of push or berries, this guy has been talked about on this podcast. Possibly, it's up there with the most talked about wrestler that we've had on this podcast so far.
Danhausen.
And we're talking main title picture. Tony D'Angelo. Not the NXT Championship.
Okay,
We're
world
talking
title.
WWE Champion. Is Tony D making it that far?
All right, you heard it here first. Give him enough time. I would push. Yeah, you're loving that answer. Of course you
Mm-hmm.
are.
I had to.
But
Had to.
I'm thinking not tomorrow, not a year from now, maybe not even 2 years from now, but in due time, Tony D'Angelo can be a world champ. He's a really good promo cutter. He's a good character worker. We've seen that with his work as a mafioso. Like, if you can pull that off and make that a convincing character, both comedically and seriously, that shows that you got chops, that you got acting skills to be a good character worker and pull off some gimmicks down the line to make them more convincing, like this weird Punisher anti-hero thing that he's got going on right now. It works because of him, not because it's a well-written character or right place, right time. No, because he pulls it off well. Not to mention, he's a pretty good in-ring worker. So I think get him on the main roster, give him time to be built up in the eyes of the fans. Get him.
I think you remake the D'Angelo family on the main
Ooh,
roster and give him a faction and make him like put him on a pedestal as soon as he gets in there with a brutal faction.
yeah. Give him a stage. Give him time to
I
get
know it
built
didn't
up.
pan out incredibly, but kind of like what they did with Karrion Cross in the Final Testament. Karrion Cross was kind of bland before he got an actual faction and people
Yeah,
around him and followers around him. It just put him on a pedestal and gave him a bit more stakes as a wrestler. And I think if you do that with Tony D'Angelo right out of the gate, I think it could work out too.
I agree. Push.
Push. Now, we don't only have one specialty segment, but we have two. A brand new one that we're bringing into the mix. Yeah, guess the gimmick.
Ooh.
Me and Josh are coming with three wrestlers that we are very broadly explaining their gimmick, and we have to guess which wrestler each of us are talking about. So you started off Pusher Berry, and I brought this gimmick or this segment to the forefront. So I can start off.
All
Who
right.
knows? It could be stupid. Who knows?
It's a test run. Let's hear it.
It's a little test run, but we'll see how this goes. Let's start off with, huh, a Great Dane.
A Great Dane? How many guesses do I have? Three?
Sure, why not?
Three. A Great Dane. Great Dane. Are there any Danish wrestlers? Like, how many hints do I get? Great Dane. Like, Danes are fairly, like, large dogs. Like, say that again. Great Dane? Big dog? Is your boy a genius or what?
Who's the big dog?
Roman Reigns. Circa
And that's how you
2015.
play Guess the Gimmick, ladies and gentlemen.
That's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, this kind of slaps.
Okay, okay. I got one for you.
Let's hear it.
Hater of humanity.
Okay, this is harder than I thought. Oh man. Hater of humanity?
Three guesses, two hints.
All I can think about is Jamie Hater right now. Oh my goodness. Hater of humanity.
Since it's a little tougher, you can have two hints
Okay.
and three guesses.
Can I get the promotion, please?
Promotion, WWE.
WWE.
What would help you narrow it down more? Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a swing.
Yeah, I gotta take a swing. Hater of humanity. I'm gonna go Gunther.
Okay. Okay.
It's
It's
not
not
very ring
Gunther.
general, but
It's not,
yeah.
but
Hater
not
of
bad.
humanity. What's the opposite of hater of humanity? Lover of animals. Oh, the man or woman?
Man. But
Man.
that's your final guess.
That's
Or
my
your final
final
hint.
hint.
Come on,
Hint.
man.
Final hint.
I will say, okay, I will say, you're kind of on the right track there.
Okay. What the hell?
You're kind of on the right track.
Jacob Fatu.
No. All right, one more guess.
One more guess. Shoot.
Thinking long and hard about this.
Yeah, this is tough. Oh
Hate
my
hater of
God.
humanity, WWE, a man. I said you're on
Yeah.
in the neighborhood with lover of animals.
Jesus. I have no clue. I'm gonna go Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
The answer we were looking for is
lost $1 million.
the new Daniel Bryan. You remember the eco-friendly
Oh
WWE
my
World title?
God.
He hated the fans. hated the fans because they're fickle and don't care about the environment, and somehow that
No
made him a
wonder I
heel.
didn't get that. Oh,
Lover, what's the opposite of that? Lover of animals, lover of plants,
yeah.
eco-friendly, looking out for the world. Come on, man.
Looking out for the world.
All right. What's your next one?
Okay. I'm gonna go with my tougher one then. Walking chicken wings.
Walking chicken wings? Mark Briscoe.
It is not Mark Briscoe.
Damn. Walking chicken wings. Gobbledygooker.
It's not
Oh,
gobbledygooker.
bah. Walking chicken wings.
You get one guess and two hints.
Give me the company.
WWE.
Give me the era.
Paul Levesque era.
Hmm. Walking chicken wings. Walking chicken wing.
It's gonna add an hour onto our
Yeah,
podcast
it
time.
is. Walking chicken wings.
Oh,
Ah, I don't know. Someone who dresses in like furs or something like that. Barbecue sauce. Someone who dresses in barbecue sauce. Jim Ross. He loves himself a good bit of barbecue sauce.
oh, is
I
that
don't
your final
know.
guess?
Like walking chicken wings?
Oh,
They gotta be like Lyra Valkyria. Bird.
it's not a Lyra Valkyria.
Bird. All right, wise guy, who is it?
The Lemon Pepper Steppers, man.
Come on.
It's Trick Willie, baby.
Come on.
Oh.
Fine. I will break out my easy one for my last guess of the gimmick.
Ooh.
I'll break out the easy one here, okay?
Okay.
Bullish.
Bullish?
Bullish.
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 El Torito.
False. It's a
Huh?
real ball knower question.
It's a small bull. That's bullish. Should have been El Torito.
Close but no cigar. And that's not a hint.
Bullish.
Two guesses, two hints.
The Rock.
Though that
Ugh.
is pretty good. Okay, you only have one guess left. You still have two hints.
Okay. Let me get the promotion.
WWF.
WWF, really? Hmm. Man or woman?
Man.
Oh, why did I go woman? Like the women's division was not showcased back in WWF. Bullish. Like I was thinking Kevin Owens, but not
Okay,
anymore.
one more hint. Make it count though,
Okay.
because this one's
Have
obviously a little
have
tougher.
they held a major title?
Good God, no.
Okay.
Jobber.
Jobber. A WWF jobber.
Bullish.
Goodness gracious.
Give me
Okay.
something.
Val Venus.
Oof. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. The answer we were looking for is Mandar.
What the fuck?
This is such a dumb segment. I love it so much. I love it. All right.
My last
Mantar.
one is the easiest of all time.
Mantar.
My last one is the easiest ever.
Okay, let's hear
Oh,
it. Let's hear it. Throw me for a loop.
a tarantula dripped or a tarantula drenched in acid.
Toxic spider tackler.
Yeah. Do you have a third one?
okay, okay, I got you one.
Do it. Let me see if I can get one. Maybe this is a me problem.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. Triple H.
A little too friendly.
The Fiend.
Very close, but no.
Alexa Bliss. And I get an era.
W. I was gonna say WWE. Um, the late 2010s, early pandemic. Okay, you almost hit it right on the head with the Fiend.
Is it Bray Wyatt?
Which Bray Wyatt, though? Hey,
Uh,
a little too friendly. Not the Fiend, but guess the gimmick.
the Firefly Funhouse?
Yay! The first ever and probably last ever guess the gimmick champion, Cam Sterling.
Woo! No, you definitely won. You got Roman Reigns and Tekla, but I got one. Did get swept.
You know what? Better than none.
I'll take it. Well, guess the gimmick will not be on next week.
No, it won't.
Who knows if it comes back
I do.
later on in the what do you want to call that? In the future of the Superkick Society, it will definitely go down in history as one of the segments of all time.
It's the
Will it
TNA
make its
of specialty
return?
segments.
To be determined. But until then, and until next week on the Superkick Society, I've been your host, Cam Sterling, joined by Josh Alderman, and we'll see you next time.